So we'll just dive right into the topic today. Before we do that, again, just remember that while we're doing the presentation, just to stay off mute, there will be about 10-15 minutes at the end to ask any questions that you may have about digital twins or about the Seeding Digital Skills program that we are presenting about today. Another note as well, we will be recording this session. So if you're not comfortable with the recording, again, just remember that you can use the chat, but we will be editing so that you won't have the questions at the end. So we'll dive right in. So quickly, before we do start, I want to do a quick land acknowledgement. Canada is the home of more than 600 First Nations who have governed and managed these lands since the beginning of time. The Canadian Agriculture Human Resource Council gratefully acknowledges that we work throughout the lands of this First Nation and that our office is located on the unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation. Just a quick overview for those that may not know who we are. To understand our work here at CAHRC, it does help to know exactly who we are. So we are a national nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting the people who power Canadian agriculture. Our focus is squarely on addressing the human resource challenges that producers, processors, and agribusinesses face every day, from workforce planning to recruitment and training. We're led by industry stakeholders, which means our direction is grounded in real-world needs. As the National Center for Research on Agriculture Labor Market Information, we collect and analyze data that matters, but we don't just stop at research. We're also the go-to access point for practical, customizable HR tools and solutions. So hi, everyone. My name is Rebecca Balson. I'm the Stakeholder Engagement Manager here at CAHRC, where I lead projects for the National Women in Agriculture Initiative, as well as the Partnership Program and many various other projects and programs that come down the line. I'm really passionate about sharing the incredible programs, research, and tools here at CAHRC because I know and I've seen firsthand how important they are to the success of our sector. I've worked in recruiting, dairy nutrition, and sales, and today, alongside my husband and our 3 young daughters, we manage and co-own our dairy farm in Western Quebec. Over the past year, our farm has been embracing new technology and exploring ways to diversify our revenue, especially by inputting some robotic milking system and a few other different automated systems. I truly understand the evolving challenges and opportunities that many of us in the industry face. So I'm excited to connect and share a little bit about the programs that we have. So this program, the Seeding Digital Skills program, is a free digital twin training program for Ontario agri-food sector. There are limited seats to businesses with operations outside of Ontario, so please contact me for more information if you'd like to hear more about that. So innovation and efficiency are becoming more critical every day. The Ontario Chamber of Commerce is offering this free training to help businesses modernize operations with digital twin technology. The program is open to a wide range of agri-food operations, including livestock farmers, hatcheries, greenhouses, crop growers, breweries, wineries, and food and beverage processors. Whether you're running a farm, a processing plant, or a value-added business, there's an application for you with digital twinning. For the remaining cohorts in September, I'd also like to let you know that this is open to students studying in agriculture programs in Ontario. So this is a 12-week free online training program running from July to December 2025. Participants will learn advanced digital skills, including CAD asset optimization, real-time data integration, and environmental modeling, skills that are highly transferable across agriculture and food production. Each participant will get a free access to Unity's platform for 12 months, so the learning can continue beyond the program. Employers may also be eligible for a stipend of up to $2,000 or 50% of the wage that help offset training time, making it easier to invest in your staff. And upon completion, participants earn a recognized credential, and a select number will have the opportunity to receive additional AI training. This is a unique opportunity to future-proof your business with digital skills at no cost. Spaces are limited, so we encourage employers and workers across the sector to apply early. So what is a digital twin? It's a fancy name. So the digital twin is essentially a real-time virtual model for a physical object, process, or system. It connects to data coming directly from sensors, devices, or equipment, so the model updates dynamically as conditions change in the real world. This isn't just a static diagram, it's a living, breathing model that reflects what's happening in real time. In the agri-food sector, that could mean building a digital replica of your farm, greenhouse, crop field, or even a piece of machinery. For livestock producers, it could model the health and productivity of an animal herd. For crop growers, it can simulate soil conditions, weather patterns, or even pest management strategies. For processors, it might replicate a production line or cold storage facility. So by mirroring operations in real time, a digital twin allows you to test scenarios safely, identify risks before they become problems, and optimize workflows without shutting down equipment or even disrupting production. It's like having a risk-free, cost-free lab to experiment with improvements before you roll them out in the real world. So how does it work? There is a step-by-step flow here where it collects data from IoT sensors, so from soil, climate, machinery, or animals, sends it to a cloud or edge AI, create a live model that updates in real time, simulate scenarios, for example, a drought or pest outbreak, and inform decisions, so when to irrigate, feed, or harvest. Some of the key applications in agriculture are as follows. So for crop management, it's monitoring moisture, pests, and nutrients, and it can help benefit with higher yields and fewer inputs. For livestock monitoring, you can track health, movement, and behavior, as well as early detection of illnesses. Equipment is predictive maintenance, so it prevents those costly breakdowns. Climate resilience can simulate planting windows and reduce your weather risk. And sustainability, you can track carbon, water inputs, which can help with those certification goals that we're seeing. Again, some of the benefits to farmers in the sector is really those better decisions, faster decisions, early detection of problems, reduce input costs, fertilizer, feed, or fuel, improve yields and sustainability, and the readiness for certification, traceability, and climate changes or challenges, sorry. So now I want to just dive into what the curriculum is. So now that you know what digital twinning looks like, what are you going to be learning through this project or through this program? So week one, Unity is the engine that you'll use to build digital twins. It's powerful, flexible, and widely used in multiple industries. We've seen it being used in airports and other industries like that. From greenhouse monitoring to equipment optimization, Unity allows us to create accurate interactive models. By the end of this week, from week one, you'll have a simple Unity project and a foundation for everything you'll build moving forward. So moving into week two, it's about connecting the virtual with the real world. You'll learn how scripting ties models to real processes. Your first prototype will be a small process represented digitally, something tangible you can see running. Moving into week three, you'll move into the map of your operation, importing floor plans or site plans or maps of your fields. Think about how equipment works, workers work, as well as workflows move through that space. By the end, you'll have your farm facility or greenhouse modeled in 3D for testing changes safely. Moving into week four, you'll make the environment real by pulling in assets from CAD or the Unity store. This lets your twin look and feel like your actual facility. The outcome is a realistic representation ready for interaction. Week five, you'll start adding controls, buttons, sliders, and dashboards to let you interact with the model. Imagine being able to start or stop a piece of equipment with a click in the digital world. By the end, the twin will begin to respond to your inputs. Week six, you'll be at the halfway period. Here's where the twin really comes alive, bringing in real or sample data streams, visualizing production numbers, sensors data, or environmental metrics directly inside of the Unity platform. By the end, you'll see a twin that reflects what's happening in the real world. Week seven, it's time to test operations step by step. So you'll simulate breakdowns, delays, or bottlenecks that see how the system reacts. This allows you to identify weaknesses and plan for resilience. In week eight, you'll layer in safety and compliance. So you'll simulate emergencies or test evacuation plans or identify hazards without real world risk. This becomes a training and compliance tool, not just an operational model. In week nine, the system is running. You'll look at how to make it better by analyzing throughput, downtime, and resource usage. By the end, you'll start identifying efficiency gains backed by data. In week 10, decision makers need clear insight. So you'll build dashboards and reports. In week 10 is about translating technical simulations into business value. By the end, you'll be ready to present findings that support better decisions. In week 11, this is where your twin gets smarter. You'll add triggers and automated responses so the twin runs scenarios dynamically. Think if X happens, then system automatically does Y, just like in the real world. And week 12, everything comes together here. You'll finalize your project. The capstone presentation is about showcasing what you've built and how it would apply back to your farm, greenhouse, or facility. The outcome is a working prototype that you can carry forward. So just quickly to talk about applying for the training, these are some of the things that you'll need. You'll definitely need a computer with at least Windows 7, 8, 10, 11, and you can also use an Apple computer. You need to have access to the internet, ability to install software, which is the Unity Hub and the Unity Editor. You just need a little bit, a little bit of basic digital literacy. So if you know spreadsheets or presentations, it does make things a little easier. Willingness to learn and problem solve independently and exposure to programming is a bonus, but it is not a requirement. Some of the program requirements is that you'll have to do consent to surveys and data sharing, as well as employers applying for stipend must provide pay stubs and weekly learning hours. And employment outcomes within 6 months, there either needs to be a new responsibility or advancement for your employee as well, or a title or compensation change. And again, you can use the QR code to apply right away with our form that we have. And then I will get you in contact with the Ontario Chamber of Commerce team, and they'll help put you into the program. And some upcoming cohorts. So we have an upcoming cohort in September on Thursday, September 25th from 6 to 9. It is an evening cohort and registration's open, but it is already 50% full. This one cohort is open for Ontario post-secondary students that are in an agriculture program. Also, we have Wednesday, October 15th from 6 to 9, another evening. Registration is open. Thursday, October 16th from 9 to 12. So a morning session, which is already 50% full. And Thursday, October 16th from 1 to 4, there is one in the afternoon. We have more days coming for November, but for now, these are the ones that are open and ready to have applicants.